My name is Amenze, Igbinedion Okeke. I own a food service company and we specialize in buffet menu solutions for corporate organizations and events. Participating in this training has made me realize that I can go digital. So rather than have 10 canteens in 10 organizations, why don't you even have a cloud canteen that can serve 10 organizations? And that's the digital component of my business. So that in itself is a refined strategy for the business. So after the training, I tested some of the things that I learned. I saw immediately how, even personally, my profile grew. I saw the opportunities that exist if I could just persist in this field, this social media field. So yes, it's clear for me that the way forward in terms of exponential growth is the digital world. Faith Foundation and Facebook, thank you so much for this opportunity. I hope that 10 years, I have a goal in the next 10 years for this business. 10 years when I'm sharing my growth and where I've come 10 years time, definitely Faith Foundation and Facebook will be part of my story.
I'm Oginni Tolulope Joshua. I'm the CEO of Transport Farms Limited. My overall experience is overwhelming. It's beyond my expectation. I came to realize a lot of things I really don't know about business, especially the financial aspect of my business, and it has really helped. There's this vital thing we were taught during the training and it really got my attention, which is having to schedule your posts for like a week without you being on Instagram. You could schedule it. I learned that, I practicalized it, and it has really worked wonderfully well for me. So, one of the key modules in the curriculum that really caused a mental shift for me as a person is this topic, smashing the goal. It has really helped me a whole lot. I have a lot of goals and I really don't know how to balance it up. I felt I can do this now, do this now, do this now, but now having to streamline it and smashing it one after the other has really given me edge. I used to have like 100 followers, 200 followers on Facebook for my business page. But after this program, I was exposed to a lot of things, and from 100, presently now I have about 2,500 followers within the frame of 2-3 months. And for the Facebook, it has grown from 100 to like 1,000 followers. And one surprising thing is the fact that most of these followers are not just coming to like. It has grew from just liking my post. Now I have about 5 different distributors in different locations, and I got all of them from Instagram and Facebook. Initially, I produce within the range of 1,000 kg on each product weekly. That's what I produce. But at the moment, with these new distributors I have in different locations, it has grown surprisingly from 1,000 to about 6,000 kgs on each product every week. And that has directly affected my staff strength. Initially, I work with 7 staff members. But now I have 7 extra, 6 are indirect staff, and I have 1 additional full-time staff. So it has really helped the business, increasing the space and the production capacity. I hope for a better future, and I hope one day I can repay back all this to Facebook Nigeria, and most especially to Faith Foundation.
My name is Bisi Akinbajo, and I'm the CEO founder of Toke Cosmetics, and I've been doing this since undergraduate 2013, but I came into business originally 2014, and no formal education on how to handle business, but I was just moving out with my passion and persistence and the need to do something. So, but getting to AEP 62, it gave me focus, it gave me clarity of the things I need to do and things that I'm not doing, but I have to start doing. The set your goal, smash set your goal class, it was very practical, setting realistic goal, and then I was able to take the fact that you set smart goals. That was my first time coming across smart goals, smarter goals. You set realistic goals, and it has been with me since then, and it's still with me right now. After AV 62, in short, we've been able to move from where we had before, like a self-con, to a bigger bungalow just for our production. So things actually changed drastically. From our production of about 1,000 or 1,005 per month, we've moved to about 10,000 and above monthly. We've been able to expand our space. We've been able to increase our production. From AEP 62, I learned some things to be able to project my business on Instagram and then Facebook. I've been able to get distributors from Instagram, just from posting pictures, targeted pictures to some kind of people, and then so far it's been good.
My name is Ogunjobi Abiola. I'm the CEO of iSoft Limited. My overall experience during the AEP digital training was nothing short of phenomenal. This is a business that I was almost winding up before the AEP digital training, and I just started the business. I was going through a lot of troubles that I did not understand the basics of business. So it was a business that was bound to fail. But after the AEP digital training, I experienced a dramatic shift in a lot. I learned how to better reach customers, I learned how to better access clients, and I learned how to better put my business in people's faces so that as to sell more. As an entrepreneur, one of the key modules that caused a mental shift for me, I keep saying, was the Facebook 1 and 2 experience. After the AEP classes, I can sit here and tell you today that I am signing an MOA with LASU very soon that is saying that I should get all the students in the Lagos State University internship positions in 2 major banks in the first quarter of 2019. I got that through Facebook advertisements. My Facebook 1 and 2 classes really expanded my horizons into the digital world. Before AEP digital class, I had below 10 followers on my Facebook and just about 75 on Instagram. But after applying the things that Mr. Segun Abodoyin had taught and Mr. Ibrahim had taught, I can sit here today and tell you that I have over 1,000 people following me on Instagram. I have over 1,000 people following me on Facebook. I registered over 5,000 interns on my platform, and all these people got in touch with me through the sponsored ads that they saw, and which reached over 20,000 people. I mean, the conversion rate was phenomenal. I couldn't keep track of answering people. I had to get someone, teach the person what the person had to say, and explain to some sort of customer care representative that I had to employ to be able to help me manage the inflow of interns. The impact of AEP was that he helped me understand my business. He helped me channel my business through the business model canvas. I could see that I wasn't offering enough value. That was why the business wasn't selling in the first place. I decided to add more value to the business. I decided to employ someone else to help me manage the inflow of interns. I now have partnerships with a lot of instructors who are taking courses on openlearn.ng to train these students. I have partnerships with LASU, who is going to give me these interns for these corporate organizations. And I'm in talks with 2 major banks in the country presently who are going to take these interns from me when they finish university and when they finish courses with openlearn.ng. I mean, it's a growing horizon. It keeps growing and growing and growing. And I am just really grateful to Facebook and Faith Foundation for the opportunity.
My name is Loveth Chukwu, and my company name is Mortgage Financial Services. I've had entrepreneurship knowledge before the program, but I have not really had digital knowledge before the program. I was just basically using the digital space as a starter, like it is required for you to be online, to project whatever you're selling. I came into AEP 65 and I saw a whole lot of young people chasing entrepreneurship, creating businesses to strengthen the economy. I was inspired by that. One of the models that I actually learned a whole lot from that, gave me a mental shift, was team building. Before that time, I had people who came in to work with us as, team members, and they always left. I was always thinking it was their fault. They were not focused on the vision. They didn't want to adapt to the dream. But after the program, I had to understand that I have a whole lot to play in sustaining them and in helping them understand the vision of the company and growing with them. That really caught me in the training. After the pitching competition, of which I was first runner-up, I posted it on Facebook. I started using the Facebook ads. I got a whole lot of followers. I think I had like 937 likes. I've never had like past 100 before. And I had such likes and I had a lot of invitations to companies. The exposure was a very huge one, and we got a whole lot of clients from there, especially in Port Harcourt. And we got to even pitch to World Bank. World Bank came to invest into the States, and they asked for startups that were doing something, and we were the first person to be called. Why? Because it actually came from that pitching competition. A lot of people got to know us and they were referring us to that, and we had to pitch to World Bank. And I think, yes, the investment was made into the States, and it's something I'm really proud about. We are not just having so much huge following, we have following that actually pay for our services. So I can tell you, we've grown from like 100 followers to over 400 on Instagram, and then on Facebook I think we are more than 250. Yes, but these people actually subscribe to us. So we are not about the whole huge following, but we are about the content, the people who want their business to be sustainable by plugging to our services and having us offer them valuable accounting services. We've been growing, and I must say that I'm really grateful. Like, I didn't expect such positive response in a very short while. Like, we were even trying to catch up because we didn't have much staff by the time I came for the training. But after then, we're now trying to employ people. We're trying to, companies were calling for audits, stock audits, and it's been amazing. Thank you so much, Facebook Nigeria. Thank you so much, Faith Foundation, for seeing us deem fit to be part of, the training you gave, to be part of, the revolution you're bringing to the African businesses.
My name is Toke Ayangunna, and the business name is Toke Alashraya. One time when I used to work in the radio station, usually on night shift, I was just going through social media. It was before my program, around some minutes before 10 p.m. and I just stumbled on it on Facebook, and it was actually closing that same night, like 12 midnight. So I was like, oh, let me try my luck, perhaps, because then I was already thinking of going into business, full-time business, and I just needed some sort of training on social media, the digital world, and everything like that. So I just tried my luck, and luckily for me, I was chosen. Well, aside the fact that I got to meet a lot of amazing minds, like very intelligent minds, you would see their passion about their business and things like that. I also got to meet, business owners who shared their experiences, how they overcame challenges, and a lot of other things. And the fact that, we also got to learn more about Facebook. I've been on Facebook for a number of years, but I've never actually, I really didn't know what some tools were meant for, how to operate some tools on Facebook, and a lot of other things like that. So I got to learn more about Facebook, even more about Instagram, a little bit from Facebook. And all the facilitators were really amazing. They knew what they were doing, and it was an amazing experience. For me, I don't keep records. I thought I was making profit. One thing that just caught my attention was record keeping. It was a class we took about record keeping, and I just realized I've never actually written down anything. I go to the market, I buy everything I have to buy. Yes, there's still money left in the account, there's still money left at hand. So I just assume that yes, the girl is making profit, yes, the business is progressing. So I realized I needed to sit down. I needed to write what was coming in, what was going out, and I normally just take money from the business for my personal upkeep. After all, I own the business, I run the business. But I realized it wasn't so. I had to set myself on salary and then pay myself from my business and then live within my income. And I also got to realize that I needed to register my business. If you compare the number of likes and comments I get before I attended the program, now compare it to what I'm getting now, you would see that there's a lot of difference. I've sponsored some adverts on Facebook, and I've also gotten more customers through Facebook. So after the program, I sat down and I just decided to just re-strategize, like, okay, I need to go for more training. So I went for bead training. Now I'm making beads. I realized, okay, if I can do Ashoke and beads, I can combine it with Ashoebi. I just supplied my first set of Ashoebi. The girl is going to be using it in the next 2 weeks. So I've really expanded the business, and then we are not only in Ibadan, we are now in Lagos again. I really say thank you to Faith Foundation, thank you to Facebook, thank you to Nigeria, thank you to all the facilitators, even all the participants.
My name is Adachukwu. I'm the team lead and chief editor of the Creator Library and Publisher. Before I attended the class, I didn't know what to expect. In fact, I just thought it was basically come and teach us about Facebook and Instagram and everyone will go. But I was surprised to see how they started from goal setting, and that was when I knew that we were in for a good training. So after the training, I was able to gain better clarity on how to handle people and how best to choose people that fit into your team. I've been working on my business plan for ages, but after the training, I finished it. And the social media part of it, Instagram and Facebook, I was able to grow a very good followership. At least I got a good followership on Instagram, because after the storytelling class, I was able to learn, how to craft my content, get it out to people, and also send it to the right people who would help me put it out there. I'm very, very thankful to Facebook and Faith Foundation. I've seen trainings and this was a thorough one. It was done very, very well. I'm grateful for the opportunity.
My name is Temiloluwa Ipumoruti. I run a coconut oil company called the Tex Morris. We brand our coconut oil under the brand called Tex Coconut Oil, and we've been in business for 2 years plus. The AEP training actually broadened my knowledge with the fact that I've actually been doing things wrong digitally. Things like, I can remember Ibrahim saying that you don't boost a post on Instagram, you actually create an ad. There's a limit to which boosting the post can actually get you. And I think after that I went back and I started creating ads, and I've been getting results. So after the business model class, we were able to go back, draw the business model canvas ourselves, and this has been able to help us structure the business. To Facebook and Faith Foundation, we can't thank you guys enough. It was 4 weeks of loads and loads of amazing things.